Okay, we're live. Welcome to the Ballistic Missionaries.
Yeah.
We would have been here on time, but literally everything between getting home from grocery shopping and trying to print out all of my notes for the week just kept fucking up. So, sorry we're late.
Hi, everybody.
Dan's here too.
Yes.
All right. So we had the Royal Rumble this weekend. Do you want to start with SmackDown or do you start with Rumble?
Let's start with the Rumble and work our way up. I think that's our headline.
It is our headlining thing. All right. So, most of my notes are hidden here. I ripped the top off of them like an idiot. All right. So, Royal Rumble, excuse me, was on. That's great. Now I have fucking hiccups on top of everything. Okay, so the Royal Rumble happened on Saturday afternoon. We were, like we said last week, we were trying to get our VPN to work for the TV, but it didn't, so we had to, we wanted to live stream at least the Royal Rumble matches, but we couldn't get it to work, so we had to use my laptop. Yeah, but I wouldn't have been able to run, we wouldn't have been able to live stream and run everything off of my laptop, because it's like 6 years old. It was a good laptop back in the day, but this is not the day anymore. But honestly, our furnace decided to break that day, so we had huge swaths of time. It took us, 7 to 8 hours to watch the whole Rumble, between stopping and trying to call people and trying to fix the furnace and having the gas guy come and. Okay, it was 6:30 by the time I got it. 6:30 or 7.
Yeah, something
like that.
Yeah,
It wouldn't have worked. Unfortunately, we'll try again next year. All right. So as usual, the women's Royal Rumble match got the worst billing, despite being the best thing on the card.
Yeah, I think great for the definitely the highlight, and it made all the other stuff more painful to get through. That being said, it's not, in and of itself was not devoid of flaws.
I mean, to be fair, it wasn't the best Royal Rumble. It wasn't in the top 10 Royal Rumbles. It was mid.
Yeah. It wasn't the worst one I've ever seen, but it definitely
was fine, but it really wasn't that good. Even without AJ Styles, I don't think it would have been that good.
Yeah, to be fair, a lot of these guys were basically flying out from SmackDown.
No, that totally fair point.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if SmackDown set up the place in Sunday. I think SmackDown did take place, but even with that, you're flying 14 hours, performing once or twice, and then flying back.
And if you're the women, you're in there for 45 minutes to an hour wearing a full vinyl body covering.
Yeah.
I don't know what the men's excuse was. No. They never do as well as the women, but for the women, yeah, that is a valid bunch of points there.
But to be fair, they deserve that to be accounted into what happened. And they were still the best match, but
they were.
There were still problems.
It was okay. There were still problems, but
yeah, I think things like the elimination of.
Well, here I can go over. I have extensive notes, lots of pages of notes. All right, so Charlotte Flair came in first. Alexa Bliss came in second, and they kind of just stood around for a while. They were kind of doing half-hearted moves on each other and be like, "Oh, sorry, okay."
I think they were trying to avoid things, but I think without the venom and ire of the whole thing, it was moot.
It was. And then Kevin James came in, and actually, surprisingly, she didn't get thrown out. So, how did she get thrown out?
She actually won the Royal Rumble. I want to say she got 20 minutes.
I think she was in longer than that, actually. Oh, Kiana James. Yeah, she went out. Okay, no, I think that's fair. She probably went out about 15, 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
She was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The ninth person out, actually.
Yeah.
She, I make fun of Kiana James a lot because in NXT she was genuinely terrible, but she put in a good showing, actually.
Yeah. Her moveset wasn't too badly. She managed to impress on a couple of occasions. So, but you know who was not there? That just dawned me now. That was she's on the injured list, so never mind.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's on the injured list.
But
no loss.
No loss.
All right, number 4 was Nia Jax. Nia was eliminated by Charlotte Flair. 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth, Alexa Bliss was eliminated.
Yeah. And again, I think they were going for drama with
fourth,
that,
also by Charlotte Flair.
Didn't pay off.
Yeah. Ivy Nile was 5th. Ivy Nile went out. I did not. My notes could have been better. I'll do better notes next year.
Yeah. Let's skip the notes and go to our thoughts.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I'll just go down it real quick. Ivy Nile, Lola Vice, Candice LeRae, who is still friends with Nia Jax. Graves, who got out, Kansas, Lola, Ivy Nile, Becky Lynch, who dumped out Maxine, Sol Ruka, Roxanne Perez, Maxine Dupree, Liv Morgan, Lash Legend, Zelina Vega, who looked like, what did I write? She looked like what you encounter before you need a tetanus shot. Something like that. Rodriguez, Chelsea Green, Julia, Io, Asuka, Rhea Bailey, JC Jane, Nikki Bella, Lyra Valkyria, Kalani Jordan, Kairi Sane, Brie Bella, double, and Tiffany Stratton. And let's see. Becky Lynch took out Maxine. Natty took out Becky. Lash Legend took out Jordan Grace. Raquel Rodriguez took out Zelina Vega. Chelsea and Roxanne were taken out by Julia. Chelsea Green. I don't know. Natty was taken out by Liv, amazingly. Julia was taken out by Lyra Valkyria. Asuka was taken out by Kairi Sane. Kairi was taken out by Io. Lyra and Bailey were both taken out by one of the Bellas, I think. JC Jane took out Kalani Jordan. Sol Ruka took out JC Jane. Lash took out both Bella twins, Charlotte Flair and Io Sky. Yeah, Lash. Rhea took out Lash. Raquel took out Rhea. She might have gotten a back injury from it. Yeah.
No, I have not.
Okay. Liv took out Raquel. Tiffy took out Sol Ruka, and Liv took out Tiffy.
The only thing I heard from Amy in that women's Royal Rumble was Liv Morgan said her knuckles hurt or something like that.
Yeah, she got a fist injury or something.
Yeah, but nothing significant.
Yeah, which is good. We don't want to.
I mean, I guess my thoughts from that match was I will say there was some VIPs for the women's. I would put Silver towards the top of that list.
She looked great. Also, Lash Legend.
Jordan Grace.
Yep, they were all really great. JC Jane did pretty good. She didn't stand out as much as everyone else, but it was really nice to see her on the main roster.
Like I maybe they were testing out the water for her becoming next year.
I hope so. She should have been moved up years ago, in my opinion. Kiana James was a nice surprise.
Yeah. But in terms of the established talent,
it's pretty standard.
Like neither one of our picks got that went through.
No, you picked Io and I picked Chelsea Green. I knew Chelsea Green wasn't gonna get it, but I picked it just because Michael Hayes of the Freebirds, who also never held a singles title, was bad-mouthing her and her place on the WWE card. And I didn't like that because Chelsea Green is awesome. So I picked her because it was a protest pick because I thought she deserved it, even though I know the shitty higher-ups at WWE would never allow it.
Yeah, we'll get more into this. story later on.
Yeah. But I mean, I would give it a B plus. I thought it was a pretty good match.
Yeah, give it about a B.
All right, then the second one, Gunther versus AJ Styles. If Styles loses, he has to retire match, and he did both.
Yeah,
well, it was shocking.
Yeah, I thought this was going to go one more match, or at least go hold out to WrestleMania. I sit there and I wonder how much the Saudi government paid WWE so they could have that whole distinction of having Styles do his last match in Saudi Arabia.
That's a good question.
It might have been a crazy. It might have been AJ. AJ said like, I want to put Gunther over. I want to get into this. It's like it's tradition that somebody going out, whether it be to another company or retiring, puts over their opponent. And we got to put somebody over. It's a nice choice by AJ to put over Gunther. That being said,
I mean, Gunther is a good choice because he should be getting billed as a monster heel. He should be getting billed as a legend killer. But them doing this the second match on the card, when
it tainted the whole rest
when it was supposed to be like, oh, this is AJ's final year, it cast a pall over everything.
And it didn't help that the next match we'll be talking about that went the way that it did. Because it basically just threw. I think they were trying to get like, well, okay, the guy at the end of the Rumble match will bring everybody's spirits back up. And I think the two matches preceding, like nothing was going to alleviate that. And let alone the result that happened. I think Saudi was happy who won in the men's, but I know I wasn't, and I know most other people did.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about the men's Royal Rumble match.
Oh, okay, well, you forgot this one.
No, I mean, I didn't forget it. I mentioned it earlier as well.
Yeah, like, it was genuinely shocking.
Yeah.
Like, for us. I mean, we're smart marks, but it was genuinely shocking for us, too. I didn't expect it. We kind of both expected it to go to a DQ.
I'll give the Royal Rumble credit on this. They managed to stump us because
they kept us on our toes, not necessarily with a good, it felt like shock reaction, but
most of the card felt like shock value for shock value's
it did, yeah. And moving on, we have the undisputed men's title, Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. Drew McIntyre won. We both figured he would win,
but it was the anti-Roman and Sami Zayn match that happened in February of a couple of years ago.
And to be honest, I'm a little annoyed that they're doing this shit with Sami because they had his qualifying match for this was in Montreal because they wanted him to win in Montreal. They wanted him to go to Saudi Arabia. Sami Zayn is of Syrian descent, and people in Saudi Arabia now love him. And so it felt like Sami Zayn was just being used as a tool to make the crowds happy. Like, it didn't feel like they were ever going to put the title on him. They were just like, well, we have to have him in Montreal. Well, we have to have him in Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? And I felt it felt very disingenuous that the higher ups in WWE, wanted him there for disingenuous reasons, just because people like him there. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you're going to do that, like I am glad that Drew finally has the title. I'm glad that it's still on him. I'm glad that he's, defended it successfully. But I wouldn't be mad if they put it on Sami Zayn. Yeah. He deserves to be a Grand Slam winner, and he's never held this title. Well, he's never held the men's world title. Obviously, the undisputed title is, a fairly new concept, but isn't it?
No, the men's, the undisputed title is basically...
Well, it's like the combination of the two.
It was the fusion of the Universal and the WWE World Championship.
Yeah, and he's never held the World Championship.
Yeah, he's never held a primary singles title in WWE.
I guess what I'm asking is, like, would that still make him... Like, would past Grand Slam winners still be considered Grand Slam winners if they only won, like, the world title and not, like, the undisputed title?
Yeah, they would still be considered a Grand Slam champion.
Okay, all right.
Grand Slam champions need to do the following. One of the primary titles. It can count the WWE Undisputed title or any of the legacy belts that made up the WWE Legacy title, or the current World Championship. They need to win the Intercontinental title, the U.S. title, and at least one of the two tag team championships that are out now. So
Okay, so it still would.
yeah, so Miz qualifies as being a Grand Slam champion because, but even though he
Miz is a Grand Slam champion, but Sami Zayn is not.
no,
That's a terrible thing to have to
yeah,
live with.
Miz has a myriad of titles. He is highly decorated. I'm not saying he's undeserving, but I feel like I feel like
A little undeserving.
yeah. Uh, for eight, I mean, he was a year, but nothing else. The Miz is a company man.
Yes,
It's the company rewarding him for long service
and loyalty.
and loyalty, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's not. But
That being said, I feel with the AJ Styles Gunther result coming in, they should have at least considered the idea that like maybe we need to pick up the enthusiasm of the crowd. Already the morale of the crowd.
yeah,
And
it's pretty in the dumps.
yeah, and like nobody short of a surprise face winning or fan favorite winning the Rumble was going to do that. And like Roman, I think they were kind of happy that like the guy that they like to cheer for because they like WWE audiences in general. I think the Saudis in particular.
They're parrots.
Yeah, it's basically
In the worst way possible.
yeah, it's basically they come out and they see the fans like you're the guys that they like to be able to cheer for, like the Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns.
Yeah, and we're gonna get to Philly. Philly, you disappointed me this week. We're gonna get to you, and I'm gonna bitch you out.
Yeah, but that being said, I was not a fan of the result of this one, and the idea that like at least with the Roman Sammy thing, they had you on edge that Sammy might have pulled it off.
Yeah, you didn't know for sure. I mean, I was kind of mad that they didn't.
This felt like a foregone conclusion.
It really did.
The match.
It really did.
Because it was all Drew.
He beat the shit out of Sammy.
He beat the shit out of Sammy. He absolutely just pummeled him. Sammy had a couple of moments here and there, but you did not feel like you're pretty much
not tide-turning moments.
You're watching 15, 20 minutes of a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
And you're just finish the fuck off. Like,
just let it go.
Mercy kill.
Yeah.
Like, get it over with. And the worst part, you know it's going to go back to like Drew and Cody. Like, why did you even have this? If your objective is just to get back to Drew and fucking Cody.
Yeah, no, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Why did you
bother
to have this? Why did you bother to have this excursion? If all you gotta do is drift back to Cody and Drew.
Because it's like you're screwing over Sami Zayn for an actual title shot.
Yeah, not just Sami, but
the same time.
Everybody else is on the roster.
Yeah.
For SmackDown, like you have some legitimate, viable contenders, but it's just gonna go back to Drew and Cody. And is this going to be like Cody winning his third title? A big. Who cares? I'm done with Cody. I'm done with Cody Rhodes.
Oh my God!
I'm done with Cody Rhodes. I'm done with Roman Reigns. I'm done with CM Punk. I'm feeling like I did in the mid 2010s when it was just the Roman Reigns and Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar show, like or when it was when it was Cena Orton Edge. Occasionally somebody else would creep in. But it's always the same three guys going over and over again.
It really is starting to feel that way.
4 or 5 guys that are constantly going, and like the fans, you're not fucking helping. Like honestly, you just sit there and you wait because it's not even like you got. It feels like you guys don't even care about the wrestling. You just want somebody to come out and cheer.
You just want to sing along with someone's song
and
chant their names.
Whether they do something or not. And if they acknowledge, like, ooh,
yeah, you're like you're basically trained seals at this point.
Yeah. And
thank you. Yes, exactly.
I know we lost our last. Hey, one person.
Hey, one person. All right, so the men's Royal Rumble. We'll go through this real quick. Number 1 was Oba. Finally, Oba's finally here, and he just dumped like a shit ton of people.
Yeah.
out of the ring. Braun Breaker came in second, but before he could get to the ring, he was intercepted by someone in a hoodie whose body type looks an awful lot like Seth Rollins.
Yes.
Not saying he was, but
they're saying things now. I've heard that the top three is Seth Rollins, but I've also heard that it's Logan Paul, and I've also heard that it is what's his name from the New Day, the guy that's
Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller.
Oh, I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah.
It could be though. Similar body type.
Yeah. So and again, there's an association with Austin Theory, so maybe they're.
It could have been. It could be that, because for the history of this is that Grayson Waller and Austin Theory were in a tag team for a while, and Grayson basically dumped him by the wayside after he got hurt, and then he came back. He took up with Grayson Waller took up with the New Day, and obviously they have done nothing.
Yeah.
And Austin Theory came back from his injury, and now he is with the Vision. He's out kicking ass. So, I mean, it actually does make sense storyline-wise that maybe it was Grayson Waller.
Yeah. Maybe he's trying to either really big for the Vision or maybe they patched up, and this is a way of getting Braun out. Okay, this may be an elaborate thing by Logan Paul and A-Town Down Under.
It could be.
Braun is the de facto leader of the Vision right now. Because the last coup was basically instituted, I think, largely by Braun Breaker. That being said, who knows? Well, I guess we'll find out. Back to the Royal Rumble.
Anyway, yeah. Number 3 was Solo. Number 4 was Rey Mysterio.
Yes.
I have just Rey down, and I have Rey Fenix later on the list, so I wanted to make sure. Yes. Number 5, Rusev, who is a joke at this point. Yeah. He's a punchline. Yeah. Matt Cardona was number 6. Damian Priest, Javon Evans. Mr. Iguana was number 9. 9.5 was Layeska. Number 10 was Trick Williams. Number 11, Cody Rhodes. Number 12, the second El Grande. Number 13 was the original El Grande. Unfortunately, they did not do the Spider-Man meme where they were looking at each other.
Yeah.
Number 14, Powerhouse Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs is now in WWE. It's a little weird, but
he's new name now.
Keith Cologne.
No, that's not.
It's definitely not it.
He hasn't been new now, and it's not Powerhouse Hobbs.
What is Markowitz?
What do you
JC Laguna. Race Keys. I was not close at any of those. I'm glad I wrote it down. I just wish I remembered before I said all that. Anyway, 15, Austin Theory. 16.
Well, it was before that. There was Powerhouse. His name is
Race Keys.
Race Keys. Race Keys. You sure?
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Okay.
I wrote it down, but I didn't look at it until I said a bunch of random crap that wasn't correct. Keeson Malone, whatever it was I said. 15, Austin Theory. 16, Bronson Reed. 17, Ilya Dragunov. 18, La Parka. They didn't know.
They didn't know either guy from AAA. There was no pop for either one.
Honestly, like if it was an American audience, I feel like they would have gotten a pretty good pop for them. 20, Little Twat, which usually translates to Logan Paul.
Oh, okay, just make sure.
21, LA Knight. 22, Brock Lesnar. 23, Miz. 24, Rey Fenix. 25, Jey Uso, who didn't wrestle, just danced around like an idiot. And then got his ass kicked by his cousin Roman, who came in at 26. 27, Jacob Fatu. 28, Penta. 29, Randy Orton. And 30, Gunter. All right, let's see. Oba eliminated Breaker, Rusev, Solo, Rey Mysterio, who got stuck in the ropes, Matt Cardona, Damian Priest chokeslam both Mr. Iguana and Layeska. Trick eliminated Mr. Iguana and Layeska after that. Chad Gable eliminated Kaiser, the Grandes. Trick eliminated Chad. Cody eliminated Trick. Powerhouse Hobbs eliminated Damian. Bronson Reed eliminated Hobbs and La Parka. Knight eliminated Theory and Bronson. which is never an easy task because Danger Tits is big. Danger Tits is thick. Brock Lesnar.
His legs is like the size of my torso.
Yeah, he's a big one. Lesnar eliminated Rey Fenix and Obafemi. Cody and LA Knight eliminated Lesnar and LA Knight. And Randy Orton eliminated Javon Evans. Gunter eliminated Penta. Fatu. Andrew eliminated Cody. Reigns eliminated Fatu, Jay, and Logan Paul. Gunter eliminated Orton, and then Roman eliminated Gunter.
Oh, and for clarification, it's Royce Keys. Royce.
What did I say?
Rays.
Oh, yeah, I can't read my own writing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Royce Keys.
Royce Keys.
It doesn't make it better, but
no,
okay. So Roman Reigns won the Men's Royal Rumble. And it was underwhelming. I give it a C, a solid C, only literally because of the women's match.
I give the men's match C plus. Overwhelming grade is C plus for the whole thing. The men's match, like the Braun Breaker thing, is like, why bother to build him up? It feels very stop and go, starting to stop.
Yeah.
There's no rhyme or reason to it. I guess to either kick him out of the Judgment Day or to have a match with him and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
If it turns out to be Seth Rollins.
And again, care I want Breaker to be in the world title picture by now. And again, he barely touches up against it. I guess the next vote for me is my MVP for the match was definitely Oba and Javon Evans.
Oh, always Javon.
Yeah, Javon was a surprise, and I hope this translates to Boys Andy.
He's officially on the main roster.
Yeah, he's on Raw, and I really do want to say, I guess I started to line him up to be against Dominic Mysterio, and I think the guy would be a great Intercontinental Champion myself.
Yeah,
I think Dom's been great.
He has. His reign's been enjoyable.
So far, the last few Intercontinental Champions, whether it's been Dominic or Braun Breaker, or it's definitely Gunther, not so much Jay Uso.
No, not so much Jay Uso.
He seems like a nice enough guy.
I don't have anything necessarily against Jay Uso, but he's a fucking joke now.
Yeah.
He's a theme song.
Yeah.
Like, literally, it's a Royal Rumble. It was a theme song coming in. Oh, we're going to play the theme song back when I get to the ring and not wrestle. Oh, Roman's here. Let's play the theme song back again. And then he gets kicked in the face by Roman and thrown out.
It's like
we were talking about it earlier. He's not a bad wrestler, though. That's the thing.
No.
And he and, his brother were basically one of the best tag teams to ever exist.
Yeah.
Like, the guy can wrestle, but he doesn't. It's just a theme song.
It's what I not like about it. It feels like the personification of what I was talking about earlier with Cody and Roman and CM Punk. It's all about going out and doing the entrance and interacting with the crowd. I would say, don't have fun in a wrestling match.
Oh, no.
We're not there at home. I just don't care. I'm here for the wrestling. When's the wrestling going to start? I
totally agree.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like a big separation between me and over the last 3 years, I've become a bigger fan of AEW. While they do have these story elements in the behind the scenes, the behind stage, the backstage entrance, and the in-ring interviews are fine and good. It's not the entirety. The strong point is the wrestling and even the comedy segments are fun. What Rob was talking about Tony Storm and Orange Cassidy. It was an entertaining segment. It was a comedy segment, but it was a fun, entertaining segment. But for me, another great example of that on the other side is when we watched Raw on Monday with the Women's World Title match, which the crowd was not into, and then literally Punk and Roman came out afterwards,
and everybody suddenly woke up and was
What woman gonna say? What the punk gonna say?
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
It's true.
you just had a fucking clinic with Raquel and Stephanie, the care out there, and
The crowd was dead.
Yeah, like
Unresponsive.
they really kill themselves out there in a no DQ match with multiple foreign objects being introduced. But then you go over to
Literally, the main event of Raw was two old guys talking at each other.
yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
And the crowd was way more into that than they were the clinic of a women's title match that was on right before it.
Even on that, at least, dig up fucking Carl Reiner for the dead and have him and Mel Brooks do the 2,000-year-old man deal. I'd rather hear that than
I hear that any day.
Punk trying to think about Roman. They're like, think about Maury Povich shit off my TV and put some wrestling on. Want to do some in-ring shit. I don't care about this. But back to point, Roman, the Royal Rumble was, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. It wasn't the best thing I've ever seen.
It's mid to mediocre, like most of their PLEs have been.
Yeah. If you're gonna ask me in 10 years to rank this, it'll be right in the middle. Like, and I will remember precisely one thing, and it was the last time I saw the last match. Unless they pull something out of their ass
AJ Styles.
that AJ Styles wrestled. That's the one thing I'm gonna remember from this.
I'm really hoping they're gonna pull something out of their ass because that's a hell of a way to leave it.
Yeah. That makes sense. Let's move on to some other stuff.
All right, SmackDown. Last Friday, U.S. Championship Open Challenge from Carmelo Hayes. He went up against Rey Fenix.
Hayes won.
Yeah, he retained. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss up against Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. Flair and Bliss won. Rodriguez tried to interfere, and then Stephanie Vicaire came in and attacked Rodriguez. Axiom versus Johnny Gargano. Candice LeRae was banned from ringside. Excuse me. Gargano ripped off Axiom's current mask, but he managed to steal his old mask back, so he has both masks. So the mask storyline is over. And it's sad that this is what Johnny Gargano is doing when his former tag team partner is over in AEW doing awesome shit.
Yeah.
So Ilya Dragunov went up against The Miz because Miz cost Dragunov a chance to win back his U.S. title last week. Dragunov won. Then Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, and Jey Uso versus The Vision. I didn't write down who won that. I think it was Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, and Jey Uso. Drew McIntyre interrupted, and Jacob Fatu interrupted to attack Drew. Okay, that was SmackDown.
Yeah. I guess my notes about that is the U.S. title scene, men's U.S. title scene continues to be probably one of the big highlights of that show.
Definitely, the open challenges have been fantastic.
Yeah.
Because they keep putting on a string of clinics with talented, talented overlooked wrestlers who are making fantastic choices of who to wrestle and who to put the belt on.
It feels like the first genuine attempt to build a decent men's mid-card scene in a long while, and it's very refreshing. I hope it continues.
Definitely.
The women's tag match was fine.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, but again, it's like I'm done with the Charlotte Flair and Bliss thing. I'm sure it's going to lead up to something for WrestleMania, maybe a Bliss versus Flair deal. I don't care. It's Charlotte Flair's, I guess, redemption thing is done. Maybe at this point, maybe put over some singles wrestlers that are coming.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Bliss.
Once in a while, she'll do that.
I feel like
I don't know what they're doing with Bliss.
Alexa Bliss, I feel is run her course. The only thing I think now is if you want to put her with the Wyatts, and maybe that will revitalize something, but it's honestly not being done with
They're not doing anything
with Uncle Howdy.
Yeah.
Or it's.
I would love to see her and Nikki Cross form a tag team in that faction.
Yeah, back together.
That would be great. Yeah.
I'm kind of.
They ain't doing shit with the Wyatt Sixes.
Yeah, you have a slow, talented more in that group, and it's being horrifically and criminally underutilized. I feel like this should be like the Ministry of Darkness back in the late '90s, but it's being done. Like, basically, they just got used to put solo in the NFTs over. And NFTs to me, like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like,
Yeah.
am I supposed to care about any? Like, I kind of like Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, but Paula Tonga is there.
He's tall.
He's tall and big. He's very heavy. Like, there's nothing. He's not that imposing. He's more just like a brick wall, but the brick wall doesn't do anything. Like, and then, I guess this the other guy,
JC Mateo.
Jeff Cobb, is. I know in the outside US he's a big thing, but in WWE he's a big fat nothing to me right now. And so I don't think this is his fault. But
No,
but the
it's
way it's being
definitely a booking failure.
yeah, is underwhelming. That whole group is underwhelming, and it's doing no favor for Solo. It's doing no favor for anybody in that group. All right, now we move on.
All right. Let us move to Raw. All right. Braun came out at the beginning of the show and destroyed everything, including the announce table. He blames his Rumble performance on Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce got really pissed off, and he was. Paul Heyman says because Adam Pearce let him come in at number 2, he did a disservice. It was disrespectful to Braun Breaker. Adam Pearce came out, and everybody had a big hissy fit. And then LA Knight came out and threw chairs at everybody. So that's about it. Javon Evans versus the second El Grande Americano.
Yes.
Kaiser Wilhelm Kaiser. What's his first name? Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah, Ludwig Kaiser. Kaiser
Kaiser says
he is Kaiser says
at this point, he is. Yeah. Evans won. Gunter comes out to AJ Styles music to do a promo. People were pissed. It was hilarious. It was actually very good.
The guy is, I mean,
he's like
Drew's still the best.
With King Troll, but Gunter, man, he's getting close. He's taking Drew's crown.
And everybody fucking hates him. I feel like
it's good heat. It's the right kind of heat. It's not Josh Briggs, go away and leave us the fuck alone heat. Yeah. It's you're a heel and we're booing.
We're mad at you because you made AJ and John Cena go away.
It's beautiful, beautiful heel heat, and he's doing so good with it. Yeah. It's great. All right. Obafemi was in a handicap match with the War Raiders. I guess. Not technically. Yeah, he took out both of them himself.
I'm not sure if he was supposed to be there.
Yeah, I was a little fuzzy on that.
Yeah, I mean, just came out. I'm in this match now.
This is my match now, bonk.
I will eat the 2 Viking men, and then I will go back and have a nap.
Yep. Bella Twins came out. Literally, it just says blah. Fucking care. Oh my God! Trevor's gonna be so proud of us. We have the band back together.
Oh my God! I have a nephew. And his name
oh my God! You have a nephew. And his name is Trevor. Oh my God! So good.
I think our guys appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they suck. They fucking suck. I'm so tired of them.
Yeah.
I literally, did you hear those women in the grocery store the other night that were in line and beside us, where they were literally talking like that? They're, bye! Like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God, it's 2025.
I'm so proud.
80s Mall Girl was a long time ago. Anyway. Bronson Reed versus Penta. Penta won via countout because Bronson Reed got launched off of something onto something else, and I think he hit his head off the announce table. He could get back in the ring. There are things afoot. But no, I'm on camera. I don't like this.
Okay.
All right. Women's World Title match, street fight. This is when we were talking about Raquel versus Stephanie.
Yeah.
Dan said, you said it reminded you of Kevin Nash versus Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Which is a very apt.
Yeah. But you know, it's like a lot of the new generation stuff was kind of garbage. But there were highlights, like anytime that Nash and Hart got a ring, like Bret Hart I guess Diesel made Kevin Nash look like $1 million, and Kevin Nash is going down on record multiple times saying that he did so. And it was one of the highlights of his day in WWE that first run. I think that Akira very much was in the Bret Hart role, and then obviously
Raquel Rodriguez
is feeling like it was like, the big mommy and big sexy thing.
Yeah, and you know what? She's pulling it off really well.
And I honestly wanted Raquel to win because I like Stephanie McCare. I think she's a decent, but I just think she's had a genuine lack of good opponents other than Io Sky and lack of like genuine fans and programs for her to go over. It's just kind of been. I know at some point she had the foot injury and all that kind of put things over there. But
Yeah.
that being said, McCare's run reminds me a lot of she was a recent champion on SmackDown. Just
Tiffany?
like Tiffany Stratton's. Great coming in, but not much.
Just booking was
not
failed her.
Yeah, booking, and I feel like booking's not doing great with McCare either.
Same. And Julia even.
And Julia,
yeah, their booking has been problematic for a lot of title people.
But so I guess the biggest thing on that one, other than like the match was great and the crowd was.
This is the one we were talking about. The crowd. They were in Philly. Get your shit together, Philly. I'm not even fucking joking. Yeah, it was a great match. It was more of a hardcore match than the men's War Games match was, quite frankly, because they had actual shit they brought into the ring and beat the hell out of each other with. It was a great match.
Of the night.
It was. It really was.
It was actual fucking wrestling. It's like sitting there bitching for 15, 20 minutes. Like it's a 3-hour program, and like a half an hour to 45 minutes of goddamn talking.
Yeah.
Which leads us up to our final part.
Well, actually, no, I'm not done with this. Okay. So Vaquer retained. Okay, so Liv eliminated Raquel Rodriguez from the Royal Rumble. It's a bit of a sticking point for them backstage. Raquel came out for this title match. She was like, please just stay in here. Don't help me. So Liv came out to help. At one point, she got the belt in for Raquel to use it as a weapon, but she distracted Raquel and she got taken out into a table. Left her on a table. Yeah, the ending of this wasn't good. It was really good up until like the last few minutes. Roxanne tried to intervene, but got pushed off the top rope through a table on the outside on the floor. That was actually kind of badass. So I think there will be more of a storyline going on this Monday. Getting back to that. For the Judgment Day, I think we should mention what's been going on with Finn Balor. Finn Balor might be doing a heel turn, or might be doing a face turn, which means he might be leaving the Judgment Day. Yeah. So we'll keep an eye on that.
But again, with Dom being occupied with other stuff, it feels like this is going to be a simple I'm out, peace out.
Yeah.
It feels like this, the Judgment Day. It feels more like, and this is indeed the direction they're going. It's going to be more of a fizzle than an explosion.
A boom.
Yeah. Like I feel like it's just a matter of like Finn's going to be a soft level peace out. Dom will get involved in some sort of storyline, which just leaves the three women of the group to figure out who goes where.
And when JD McDonough gets back, if he gets back, who the hell knows?
I was in a faction when I was here, but now I feel bad.
Wig on him and call him Janina.
Janina, yeah. But
I mean, we joke, but they actually did that with Santino Morello in the Women's Royal Rumble. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So anyway, then what we were talking about with Roman Reigns and CM Punk, the main event was them standing around talking to each other. Oh, but Philly loved that.
Yeah.
You love that, but you don't like the actual clinic. title match
I
that
feel
is
like
going
they're
on.
all cheering and getting excited for all the wrong things. That's what I feel with WWE stuff, right? Like,
Yeah.
but their crowd was like, oh, I'm excited for 20 minutes of talking. Well, what about the wrestling? Did you come here for the professional wrestling? The interaction, the action.
Yeah. I have to be involved somehow. You can be involved by cheering.
Aren't you the same guys that when you come to comic conventions, what do you like? I like action. I'm like,
Yeah.
What do you like wrestling? Yeah, here's WWE. CM Punk's my favorite guy. You're sending me mixed messages. So many mixed messages.
Yeah.
I don't get this.
Anyway, on to NXT. It opened with a 3-way North American title match. Izzy Dame, Pia Hale, and Lola Vice. Izzy retained. Oh, says when they went to commercial, Thea was biting the belt for some reason. She had it in her mouth and she was going, ah!
Yeah, I think so.
I missed something.
She has the rabies.
Yeah.
She was winning in the match and she basically wanted to be like, yeah, we're having a title again, which
sucks.
I guess it was better than Lola Vice. I don't know, like, I know you don't like Lola Vice. And
She's not awful, but she is fun to make fun of.
Yeah.
She's not an awful performer. She's an okay performer.
It's just the whole one.
It's like an overblown, like, what a white guy who has a fetish for Latino women thinks that they should be like.
Yeah, rather than like something that's developed. Like I feel like the Eddie Guerrero thing, it was developed.
Cal Rodriguez, for example.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Look at my butt,
yeah. Kalani Jordan came out and to interrupt, she attacked Lola Vice specifically, smashed her hands in a ladder, and then got removed by security. So I'm guessing they're gonna put something together with them. Tony D is back. He did a promo. He's going after Dark State. Nobody has mentioned Rizzo. We still don't know where Rizzo is.
Yeah, I don't know anything about her being like.
Yeah, it's weird. I haven't heard
anything about her coming back.
She literally has not been mentioned since Stax took her for a car ride and left her in the desert somewhere. Is she actually dead?
Yeah. Did anybody check up on Rizzo? Is Rizzo okay?
Yeah.
Everybody knows. Is Rizzo okay?
Okay, so speed tournament for the number 1 contender, Elio LaFleur.
Elio Pizza LaFleur. It's a pizza. Elio's Pizza. It's like little square pizzas.
That's the thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little square pizzas taste like the ones from school.
Oh, those are the school pizza ones.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that's what the name was. Okay.
Well, Elio's is the one you go to the supermarket and you buy it, but I think Elio's Pizza.
Okay. Elio LaFleur versus Charlie Dempsey, who I guess is back in NXT now.
Yes.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Elio won that. He's actually pretty good. He's a new acquire.
Acquisition.
Thank you. That's the word. New acquisition. The French luchador guy.
I feel like Cody's hair,
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah, you're gonna go lucha. I feel like they're just putting on that hair. It felt very much like, what do I do? I know I did this before I got to NXT. I was like, what do I do? I put this max on. You're a lucha.
Yeah.
It does look a very weak sauce gimmick. But he's a decent wrestler. He
is pretty good, actually. Yeah. So TNA Knockouts tag titles. Amazingly, someone from TNA won the TNA titles. Zaruka versus the Elegance brand. I don't know who is in the Elegance brand. I have no idea. But Sonya Deville is now with TNA in a managerial position, I guess, for the Elegance brand. So that's kind of cool. Zarya and Soul are having breakup shit again. Zarya wouldn't tag in Soul, so Soul tagged in herself. And at one point, she actually soul snatched Zarya. It's not going to end well. Chase U versus Stax and Alexis King, who are now apparently a thing, which is sad because Alexis King is way better than Stax. But they won. JC Jane had a promo. Stone. Oh, I didn't go over headlines.
Yeah, I thought we were going to save that for the end, but...
Okay, well, the GM of NXT...
And The Rock's daughter.
No. I was good. We'll mention it at the end. The GM of NXT turned it her next match into a number one contenders match with Zaruka and Kendall Gray. So it's going to be a 4-way match for the title with Jacy Jayne. Men's Championship ladder match was actually pretty good, even though a bunch of dickheads spoiled it online. The dickheads that I don't even follow. I suppose it's, a fair clap given my live posting of the Royal Rumble. But Men's Championship ladder match. Ricky Saints, Dion Lennox from Dark State, Shiloh Hill, Keanu Carver, who is... He's pretty new, right?
Yeah, he was one of those... he was under the same program that Ola brought in as I forget the name of it, but it was like a spotlight type of deal.
Oh, okay.
And open one, and they got I guess a title shot or something like that. And I think.
Oh, okay. It's interesting. There's also the Evolve champion, Jackson Drake, Sean Legacy, who's also from Evolve. I think he was a past Evolve title winner. And Joe Hendry, of course. And Joe Hendry won. Joe Hendry is the new NXT Men's Champion, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. We're just so happy that it wasn't Ricky Saints.
Oh my God, Ricky Saints did nothing in that match. He was barely in it. And you know what? I'm not complaining. There are a couple funny things. Keanu Carver got buried under a pile of ladders.
And he got it eventually.
Yeah, he got it.
He's okay. He's okay.
Shiloh Hill was wandering around the ring using a ladder that was broken in half as stilts. That was pretty funny. And Booker T is now that Trick Williams is on the main roster, Booker T is singing along with Joe Hendry's song. And it's awesome. Yep.
We will hear no different.
Yep. All right. On to AEW. Collision on Saturday. Darby Allin versus Clark Connors. Clark Connors is a new acquisition by AEW. He was the 2-time winner of the IWGC Junior title. It's pretty good. Darby Allin won that. He got attacked by Gabe Kidd. Jet Set Romeo is the new official name for the Trios champs, Jet Speed and Adam Page, which is kind of cool, but also...
Jet Set Cowboys.
No, it's Jet Set Romeo.
You sure?
Well, I was when I wrote this.
Okay.
You want to look it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm going to look that up.
Okay. The Rascals with Wesley. Wesley, formerly from NXT. The Rascals, also formerly from NXT for a hot minute. They are officially now AEW acquisitions. They went up against Crew, who, for those of you who don't know who Crew is, it's a completely logical question because they barely ever show up. They're the guys with the big puffy jackets with the spikes on them.
They look like
yeah, they do. That's them. They lost. The Rascals won. The Rascals, presumably without that guy that made a bunch of racist comments.
It is Jet Set Rodeo.
Rodeo! Okay, that makes so much more sense.
It does.
Why Romeo? Okay, Jet Set Rodeo. Thank you. I'm deaf. I'm deaf and stupid.
You're not deaf. Oh. You're not stupid. Ow!
All right. Orange Cassidy and Tony Storm versus Gino Medina and Lady Bird Monroe. I don't know who they are, but okay. Guess who won? It was cute though. Their work together is really cute. I enjoy it. Wheeler Yuta and Marina Shafir interrupted their celebration. There's going to be a hair versus hair match. We all know that somebody is going to shave Wheeler Yuta's head. Yeah. It's going to happen. That's going to be the end of this. Thank God, because he's terrible. It's terrible.
He reminds me of all those late millennial and early Gen Z crowds, especially when the skinny jeans were at its height and the hair was just
the scene kids with the hair that was
every 5 seconds it's pouring their head over and then putting it back over their face,
Right. Oh my God. Such a boner. You don't understand my pain.
Emo.
Yep.
Oh no! Yeah.
So bad. It's so bad. So,
But that's really, he's got a big, it's like a, that one of those kids grew up and just became a homeless dude walking around. And then the Death Riders adopted him. And
yeah.
he just get paid in cash. He just gets paid in, like, I don't know, leftover sheets food they found in the dumpster.
So, all the sheets food.
All the sheets food.
Oh, they're going to kick me out of Altoona for that one.
Oh.
All right.
Sheets is not great. We live here in Sheetsville.
Yeah.
We really wish there was I really wish there was a Wawa here. Oh shit, they're at the door.
Ah, they're coming. All right.
Podcaster, we love you.
So the TNA title was up for grabs. Briscoe versus Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa won. Actually, they put the title on him. It was a great fucking match.
Yeah, I would call it a clinic per se, but I was definitely entertaining.
It was.
It was a slugfest, but it was by two guys that seemed to respect each other highly well. And like you said, afterward, it was a very tender moment. Ciampa and his wife and kids.
Yeah, and they were celebrating. They announced that they have another daughter on the way, so good for them. And Ciampa spoke about how great AEW has been for them, how welcoming, and he said an awful lot about WWE without actually mentioning their name. But I'm really glad that they're taking him seriously as a real serious contender because he is a great wrestler. He's a great performer, and he is a monster heel. He can be a monster heel. And
I would say monster in the traditional sense.
He's not big like a monster heel. He's just
a killer.
Thank you. Yes, that's a better. He's a killer.
He's a killer.
And it's nice that somebody realizes this. I have been so frustrated with WWE.
Like you missed out on most of his NXT run.
I saw no. I started watching right at the end of his NXT run. And then I saw him transition to WWE, and I saw WWE bury him. Yeah.
And the golden spot of being buried is being utterly for the Miz. Like that's a long affair. Like going back to Alex Riley. Like if you're put into a team with Miz. No, I think it goes back to Daniel Bryan. I think.
No, that's fair.
And because I didn't help his career at first either.
But you know what? They probably did that to him on purpose because like Vince hated that dude because he was a little guy and he got over on his own. Yeah. So he was like, I'm going to stick him with the Miz.
Yeah. It is the placement of death. Like, and it's amazing that anybody's managed to, like, I would say right now with recently the current U.S. champion is one of the very
Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes, one of the few guys to escape from that shadow. Not without. Yeah.
But they did bury him for his first, year on the main roster? And now, you know, in the past, few months, they're finally realizing, hey, this guy's really good, you know. Yeah. But yeah, it was like that with Ciampa too. I remember when I first started watching Tommaso Ciampa, I couldn't remember his first name, so I called him Nog Ciampa, like the incense, the Indian incense. Has anybody ever? It smells super good. Anyway.
No.
Nobody knows what
me or your one you viewers never heard that.
Yeah. But if you're looking for good incense, I can highly recommend it. It's very nice. Anyway, all right. So last on the match card, the tag titles.
Oh, that's a tag team.
Well, it was the Babes of Wrath. So yes. Babes of Wrath versus the Sin Sisters. Sisters of Sin.
Sisters of Sin.
The Babes of Wrath won, but they were...
Romeo?
No. Okay. I'm going to just call them that from now on. The Babes of Wrath won, but afterwards they were attacked by Tekla, Megan Bayne, and Penelope Ford. Oh, those two also have a new tag name, Mega Bad.
Mega Bad.
And it is, in fact, Mega Bad. Guys, why would you name them that? Anyway, all right. Dynamite. On Wednesday, the Death Riders, Mox, Pac, and Daniel Garcia went up against the Don Callis family, Josh Alexander, El Clone, and Takeshita. Takeshita got the pin, and he is planning to challenge Mox for the Continental Belt. That was a really good match.
And the Don Callis family is now officially population.
Yeah, I think so.
I think are we members of the John Callis family right now? Did we renew our stuff?
Oh no, I had to. They wouldn't let me in because I'm still a member of the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can't be a member of both.
Yep.
So I got to rethink my membership.
I am a member of the Sisters of Sin. So.
Yep. Mixed tag: Orange Cassidy and Tony Storm versus Jordan Oasis and Brittany Brooks. Another squash match for them. But they did have a great promo afterwards where they were like, "Why did we agree to this hair versus hair match?" And Tony Storm freaked out, and she's like, "I'm gonna look like an angry penis."
Yeah.
Just yet another of Tony Storm's amazing promos.
Yes.
It was hilarious.
A most Miss Don Callis moment. Hey, Don Callis, get some women in your group. It is a giant.
Yeah, well, he is an angry penis, so yeah. All right, and then
King sausage.
Yeah. Adam Page versus Mark Davis, who I affectionately have named Thick Boy, THICCBOI, because that boy thick. He got booty. He does. He's got old man Ric Flair tights. But yeah, Page retained. That was a pretty good match though. Andrade versus Kenny Omega. That was a really good match too. Andrade won. He beat out Kenny Omega. Now he gets to face Adam Page for his title at Grand Slam Australia. Women's tag title eliminator match. Mega Bad versus the Babes of Wrath. Actually, the Babes of Wrath lost. This wasn't for the title. It just means that Mega Bad will now, I hate saying that, Megan Bain and Penelope Ford will now get to face the Babes of Wrath at Grand Slam Australia for the title.
That name is doing you no favors.
No, it's really not.
What they say, you're super bad. I'm mega bad.
Yeah.
No, that's not the way. It doesn't sound the way they do it.
I mean, they could have been the goddesses.
Yeah.
Because, Megan Bain's got that whole, like, she's from Thessaloniki. She's got the whole big wind helmet, like, slight Wonder Woman reference there. Like, I don't know. I'll come up with some better ones next time. Ricochet versus Jungle Jack Perry. Ricochet retained. GOA interfered, and the Young Bucks came out to take them out. So I guess they are officially faces now. Now that thank you. That's Luchasaurus is on the shelf. It's good that Jungle Jack Perry has some backup. Let's see. Clark Connors and Gabe Kidd kidnapped Darby Allin, threw him in a car trunk, dumped him in the desert in a body bag, tied to the bumper of their car, and presumably drug him around.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that dude's a masochist. Title eliminator match: MJF versus Brody King. Okay. So before the match started, the crowd started yelling "fuck Ice," and it was actually pretty funny because they panned over to MJF and he had this look on his face like,
"I'm just gonna be over here."
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. For once in my life, I'm gonna do something that is unexpected and not say a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Which I
says a lot actually. Yeah. But I think we mentioned this, that Brody King was working I can't remember the guy that he was working with, the comics guy. They're doing a comic together, and they put out a series of shirts of Brody King and says,
I believe he does Absolute Batman is the guy.
Yes. What is his name? Oh.
No. I've been enjoying his work because he also done some stuff in the past with like Batman beating up on
the Ice Agents. Yeah, it's been pretty cool. But we have there was a sale, a place called EdgemanStore.com. They were printing out these shirts for this collaboration between the two is Brody King with his balaclava sort of thing on with the fuck ice on his shirt. So we ordered a couple of those because all proceeds were going to Minnesota Relief Foundations.
For immigrants.
Oh yeah, it was it immigrant relief or was it law relief to help get them lawyers to represent them?
I think so.
I should have looked this up before we went on. I'm sorry. It's been a hell of a week. But so that's pretty cool. They're coming tomorrow. I was hoping that we could wear them on the show today, but we'll wear them next week.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can still get those. I think it ended last Monday, I want to say, unfortunately. But Brody King's a good dude. I have a lot of appreciation for Brody King. And this ended up basically being a squash match. Before they could start, Adam Page came out.
It ended in like about a minute and a half.
I think it was, it's very slightly longer than that. I have 3 minutes, but I think that was just an estimation. But Adam Page came out, started yelling at him. MJF got out of the ring to yell at him. Brody King grabbed him in a sweeper, pulled him in through the rings, threw him in the corner, cannonballed him, and pinned him. It was bada bing, bada boom. Andrade came in after the win and went after both of them. So, honestly, it's kind of nice considering that basically MJF was bad-mouthing Brody King, saying, if you want a title shot, you're going to have to, stop these squash matches with these jobbers, fight a real match. And he fought a squash match with MJF.
Yeah.
So,
the was kind of nice. AEW World Champion beat him in under 3 minutes.
Yep. So at Australia Grand Slam, they're going to be going at it again.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. We won't get to watch it because, well, we've complained about their PLE system. All right. Headlines. Sonya Deville's back in management at TNA. I mentioned that. Will Ospreay went through neck surgery successfully. He is planning on a return at some point. But after physical therapy, it looks like. But that is good news for Will Ospreay.
Wouldn't surprise me if it's going to be at this Australian pay-per-view coming up.
That would be great. Yeah.
I know he's English, but
I think the biggest headline of the week goes to NXT. Ava Rain, she wrestles under Ava Rain. I can't remember what her actual name is, but who is the daughter of The Rock.
Maybe it's
Mercedes Johnson, or it's I can't remember her first name, but she has officially left NXT. She's going to be going to AEW, and she left a little note before she deleted her Twitter account, saying, telling off ICE and the Trump administration, and then she deleted her Twitter account. So good for you, dude. That's pretty cool. So she is no longer the NXT general manager, and Shawn Michaels put her little Toady Stone in charge as an interim manager. So we'll see what happens with that. But to be perfectly honest, I feel like they're going to start doing disservices to the women's division in NXT, which has proven itself to be one of the absolute best in professional wrestling currently. And I feel like whatever voice Ava had, in keeping the women's division, making the women's division what it was, not having her input in the company anymore can only have a negative effect on the current women's division.
I don't know how much Ava had, other than a personality. I don't know whether she was.
Yeah, see, I don't know. That's the thing. But I feel like if she had any guiding force at all, putting a man in charge is going to hinder this amazing progress that this incredible women's division has had.
I mean, I guess you have to see who the producer is of all the women's portion of it. I mean, Shawn Michaels overall has been the guy running the show. So, I mean, I guess I guess you have to give more credit I mean,
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels. Again, I don't know.
I guess my point is that if she had the kind of input, behind the scenes that she did on screen, I feel like it's going to be a negative outcome for the women's division. I don't know how much she had, if she had any, but if she did, I feel like nobody is going to go to bat for these women the way that she would have.
Maybe. Again, I have no idea.
We'll have to wait and see how it goes.
Yeah. It'll be 3 months to a year to
transition. Yes. So, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. But you know what? I am glad that she's speaking her mind. I remember after Charlie Kirk got murdered, she spoke up about him too. And I have a feeling that she was able to do it without getting in trouble, more in trouble if she got in trouble, without losing her job because of her position, because of her privilege as the daughter of a guy who is partial owner of the company. In which case, I mean, that's still a good thing because you're using your privilege in the right way to speak out against atrocities. And, I phrased that badly, but she's still doing it, and I'm pretty proud of her. She's pretty cool. I appreciate that. So, well, that's all I got for today. What do you have to add?
I got nothing at this moment.
Cool. So next Friday, you're gonna be home, right?
Yeah, I'll be back for the next 2 weeks. Oh, actually, probably 3 weeks. At least 2 weeks. My next show is tomorrow. I will be getting up at the crack of dawn and heading out on the road to Akron, Ohio, for Akronomicon. I will be there from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
It looks like it's going to be a cool show. Some big comics guests are there. Jenny Isabella's going. I know that. So that's pretty cool.
Mark Hamill and Alf.
But, yeah, I would like to go, but I require sleep.
Yeah, because I'm going to have to be out the door by probably 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking do that. I was out the door at like 8:30 last Saturday and for going to the library to set up my art display for Black History Month. And I should probably mention that if you're headed out to the Altoona Library, my Black History Month portrait project art is on display.
I felt ashamed for forgetting who Douglas' name was for a good 2 minutes.
It's okay, you remembered again.
Yeah, I remember it now, but I'm like, how do I not know Frederick Douglass' name? Look at that man's hair.
It's Keith Roynes.
Because then somebody at the library kept asking me, one of the guys that works there was asking, like, who's that guy? Because I don't remember the name.
I made name tags.
We were like 30 feet away.
Oh.
Yeah, and neither one of them were good. But we went out eventually. He went over there. Frederick Douglass. I said, this guy was around during the Civil War. He was an abolitionist. He was like one of the main speakers of that.
Also, he was the first African American person to be nominated for vice president by, was it Susan B. Anthony? Of course, he wasn't actually informed of this beforehand, and he wasn't too happy about it. They just kind of put his name on it. Anyway, so yeah, if you're at the Altoona Library, stop in, look at my art.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
If you're in Akron, Ohio tomorrow, stop into Akronomicon. It looks like it's going to be a really good show.
Yes.
Stop and say hi to Dan. Tell him you're watching our podcast because, it's nice to hear because we feel like we're speaking to a blank room right now.
Yes.
Anyway.
Well, we're getting some traction on YouTube.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, like
Thank you, YouTube.
And we didn't get anybody's responses to our Royal Rumble question.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that. We didn't do that this week.
But we will reveal the answer.
Anyway. Yeah, we did. I didn't do one for this week. Did you come up with a question?
No, I did not.
I'll come up with a question. All right. So the question for last week was, In his first Royal Rumble in 1996, what character did Glenn Jacobs enter as? Glenn Jacobs, of course, better known to our WWE fans out there as Kane, in 1996 was unfortunately tasked with the terrible gimmick of Dr. Isaac Yankem DDS. All right.
All right, one more Royal Rumble question.
Oh, one more? Okay.
All right. Who, in the very first Royal Rumble in 1988, who did Hacksaw Jim Duggan eliminate to become the first Royal Rumble winner?
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know that one. I should, but I don't.
I will tell you the answer next week. We'll have to rewind this to figure it out, or somebody will have to write it down as a note. But
yeah,
if you're one of our first people to answer, we will put your name down. We'll mention you on the next podcast.
Yeah.
But once again, who was the last person to be eliminated by Hacksaw Jim Duggan, who became the very first Royal Rumble winner? All right. You got your mission. See you next week.
Who did...
We'll see you all next week.
I'm writing it down.
We don't need to write it down. I told it twice.
You did Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Eliminate. To become the first.
The first Royal Rumble match.
These people have to go and do things.
Well, we have to go and do things too, so they can
do dinner.
Suck it.
That's not the way to talk to our audience member. And my mom.
Hi, Julie.
Okay. There we go. I gotta be able to see that, right?
Who did Hacksaw Jim Duggan eliminate from the first Royal Rumble match in order to win it?
We're a professional podcast, folks. We have tons of money for and was it what production value? Yes, production value.
Excellent pen-written production value.
Yeah, look at it. Look at that penmanship. It's way better than mine.
It is. That's why I write these. You're supposed to get them to me the day, not before we.
I was busy too.
All right, we're gonna go eat dinner because we both have low blood sugar and we're getting punchy. So we'll see you guys next time.